We get a crit Iron Head. Can we get a flinch, please? Can I get a flinch off the Iron Head? Gotta worry about the helping hand bullshit anymore. Get that out of here. There it is. There's the flinch. Oh, I trained my Pokemon well. Right on cue. Thanks, Jirachi. What is up, everybody? We are back with some more Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Regulation J VGC. We're here with one of my personal teams today that I'll be showcasing for you guys and releasing the rental code for. It's actually a team around Jirachi. Jirachi's a kind of a cool mon just because it has Serene Grace. Also has a really cool typing of the Steel Psychic typing and a pretty decent move pool. It has all base 100s across the board for every single stat, which is kind of cool as well, along with the ability Serene Grace, which boosts the secondary effects of moves by 20%. So stuff like Iron Head, which has a normal 30% chance to flinch, goes up to 50% chance. And I think Zen Headbutt's like a 40% chance to flinch when it's base 20% chance to flinch. So kind of one of those mons that's kind of a little bit RNG based, but if you can do get a lot of flinches and then get a lot of luck, it actually can do a lot of damage pretty quick and kind of take down a lot of stuff that normally wouldn't really be able to kill without flinches, but that's kind of how it goes. I also do think it's pretty good into some of the stuff that's being played currently, like there's a decent amount of fighting types being played, especially with like the Scarf set, Zen Headbutt, and then there's a lot of fairy types or stuff that wants to go Terra Fairy, which Iron Head is also pretty good into as well. So with the Scarf, you pretty much outspeed pretty much everything. You also got some Swish Initiative with the U-turn on this team. But if this team looks really familiar to you guys, this is actually pretty much almost the exact same team that I actually had for Regulation I, and the only team that I released for Regulation I about like a few months back, I think like 2-3 months ago, which I'll leave a link to at the end of this video. If you guys missed the video of my release of the Dawn Wings Necrozma team, I think that's what it was Duskmane. It was Duskmane Necrozma, I think that was what it was on this team. That was pretty much what this team was. I just kind of tweaked this team a little bit, and I got rid of Duskmane Necrozma on this team, and instead I threw Jirachi on this team because they're both really similar mons. Granted, Duskmane Necrozma is way better stat-wise, and I think overall for what this team really wanted, but Jirachi is kind of the same, and it's kind of a similar fit, and it works pretty well on this team, so it's kind of why I threw it on this team. I kind of wanted to update a team for you guys and get something out there for you guys for Regulation J. And Jirachi is a really cool mon too that I haven't seen really anybody really building around. So if you guys want a team around Jirachi, I think it's overall a really solid team, one of the better ones you're going to be seeing. This team also has a little bit of result. I didn't really play this team an incredible ton. I went on this team and I went on Showdown and I made some adjustments to it, and then I knew I already had a lot of this shit in game, and I was going to kind of change it just a little bit in game for you guys. I kept the majority of the stuff the same, but on Showdown I got to this team around about 1300 within like the first 2 days of the Regulation J ladder on Showdown, which is not too bad. I think 1300 is around like it might be like top 300-400, especially like on the ladder in the first few days because everybody's still really low rating. But I never actually checked, but I got to around about 1300 with this team, and I kind of called it good. And I was like, well, I got most of the shit in game anyways. I might as well just build this team in game because it really was gonna take too much effort. But took forever to find this Jirachi as well. If you guys are in game and you're trying to build teams, man, it takes forever to try to find these mythicals, especially if you want to try and find them legitly without having to go for one of the scammer gen Pokemon robots and just hope you try to get one from them when they're trading them out on stream or with a certain trade code. It just takes fucking forever, and you have to jump through hoops with everybody to try to get some of these fucking mythical Pokemon. And you can't nickname a lot of them if they're shiny too, which kind of sucks because I like nicknaming a lot of my Pokemon. But I'm going to kind of quickly run through this team. If you guys want like a really in-depth breakdown of this team, I did it with pretty much the previous Regulation I version of this team. Like I said, instead of Jirachi that was on this team now, it was Duskmane Necrozma. So if you guys want to watch that video, I'll leave a link to that in the video. But just going to kind of run through this team really fast for you guys. We're going to hop in some games. If you guys want to use this team, whether you have your own channel or if you just want to use it on Showdown or whatever, I'll have a paste for this team down below. The rental code is up in the corner. Let me know how you guys do with the team, if you have any feedback or if you have any critiques with the team, and let me know how you guys do. I always love hearing feedback from my teams, and allows me to improve my team building and give me some insight on if I'm doing everything right and that type of thing going forward when I want to build for future teams. So let me know how you guys do with the team, if you guys enjoyed the team. Got the Rillaboom on this team. This is pretty much just an AV Rillaboom. Like I said, all the EV spreads are in the paste. I forgot a lot of them off the top of my head, but all the EV spreads are in the paste. They're relatively simple EV spreads, I think, so. Just max, Assault Vest, AV, Rillaboom. Just mainly there as a Miraidon check and a terrain check for this team. It's also good into a few other things. You got the Covert Cloak with Tornadoes on this team. You cannot get faked out. You got the weather control on this team. You're able to change sun or any other type of weather. I also threw Taunt onto this, but from before, which I think was actually just a different move. I forgot what it was. But I threw Taunt onto this just so you have some way to kind of shut down a lot of the setup stuff right now. The main one being Arceus, which is kind of just wants to set up Swords Dance and just try to sweep really fast. So that's one of the things that's for on this team. And then anything else that is not under Psychic Terrain or is not a Dark type, you can taunt it, and then so it can't set up like Trick Room or anything either, which is great. Or like any type of setup. It's kind of what it's there for. Or Spore. Moongus is really fucking annoying, or then that type of thing. So you can Spore that shit, or if you're going against like Sandy Shocks, trying to set up Gravity, or like anything that's not Sableye or Darkrai, trying to set up Gravity, or that's a Dark type, you can taunt that and they won't be able to set up Gravity, which I found comes in really clutch. Got the Terapagos on this team. Just the same set as last time. Really standard set. I love Terapagos. I think it's it's probably my favorite restricted, if I'm being real with you guys. It's one of those mons I just built so many teams around. It's such a consistent, great mon for me, and I've had so much success with this thing. So just one of those mons that's really consistent. And Power Herb, Meteor Beam, at +1, you're just shitting damage. You slowly just whittle everything down to where the Jirachi can come in, or like you can just kind of clean up later in the game. It's kind of what it really is. Or just use it as like your back game like cleaner. Just comes out late game and just picks everything off that's already can't really do much damage to you, or it's already really low. Got these Scarf Jirachi on this team with the U-turn. Tricks there for just being able to trick like the Scarf onto a wall or something that wants us to set up and set status moves, or like spam follow me all game or whatever it may be. You can trick them the Scarf and it kind of cripples a lot of that type of stuff. And then Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, Double Stab. High chance to flinch. You guys know the drill with Serene Grace. You have Terra Water there just mainly for the ground types and the fire types. But if you guys are using this team, the majority of the time, 98% of the time, you're going to want to be going for Terra on the Terapagos. So if you are playing this team, plan for the Terra around the Terapagos. Do not try to Terra anything else unless you absolutely have to. That's one of my main things I play with this team as well. Plan to Terra around the Terapagos and do not waste the Terra on anything else, because the Terapagos really needs the Terra to do a lot of its damage. Light Clay Grimmsnarl, just a really standard set with the Terra Electric to get rid of that steel weakness and a few other things. Kind of just a standard set. And you got the Booster Energy, Booster Speed, Gouging Fire on this team. It has just enough attack to where it's max speed, and lower enough attack to where it gets a speed boost. You got the Snarl there, and it's pretty much, you just stat spam pretty much, kind of more of damage control, and it also does really solid damage like Flare Blitz. And it overall is just really fast. Not really many people are running Gouging Fire even still, and it kind of can catch some people off guard with how much damage it does and what it really does. So a lot of people don't know what Burning Bulwark does either, because it's not really like much common of a mon. So you can maybe catch some people off guard with that as well, and they can also get burned if they hit you. So apart from that, we'll top in some games, and I'm going to try to showcase this team for you guys, give you guys some good insight on how it's played and everything. Alright, we're here at the game. We're going against a Regulation H team. This guy has 2 things on his team that aren't even level 50 though, so I don't know if this is a Regulation H team or if this is an in-game team. I have no idea. I really don't know. I think what I do here is I just lead Jirachi. Jirachi Grimmsnarl. This is a really good Jirachi game. Jirachi looks fucking incredible here, y'all. I'm gonna go for that here. And I'll bring the Terapagos in the back. What else do I want to bring? I think Gouging Fire here looks really good too. Rillaboom's okay. I could bring Rillaboom, but I think that's what I roll with. I'm not gonna think about it too much, because if he brings the Quaquaval or the Skeledirge, they're both level 37. Like, I don't know if that's an in-game team or if there's not leveled high enough. This could be just somebody's in-game team. I don't know. Looks kind of more like a Regulation H team, though. He actually does bring the Skeledirge. He brings the under-leveled shit. Okay. This is a quick match. I'll probably just throw like a bonus match into the video for you guys. I'm not gonna waste you guys' time. I'm gonna U-turn out here, actually. I'm gonna U-turn out. It's 4 times effective, and I'm just gonna throw up a light screen. Alright, we'll see if he's even focus Sash. He might not even be Sash. I don't know. If he's not Sash, I don't know what item he'd really be, but find out. Buy Emerald. Get it out of here. Get it out of here. One-shotted turn 1. Judging how this thing's like level 37 too, I don't even know if he's unaware Skeledirge. He might not even be unaware. He's probably like Fire Pledge Skeledirge. He might not even be unaware. He's probably just Blaze. I doubt he's unaware. He's not even fully level. He even brought the Quaquaval. He brought all the shit that is all low under leveled. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not gonna complain. I can't complain. I'll set up this light screen out next turn. I'm gonna swap right back into Jirachi and just try to flinch my way to victory, I think. A lot of damage because he's so underleveled. Normally wouldn't do that much. Oh, he has the water and the fire plays shit. Well, that's not... Okay, that might actually do a shit ton of damage. Okay, that does nothing. Oh, what does that do? A rainbow appeared in the sky. What is that supposed to do? A rainbow. Additional effects of moves are more likely to occur. So is that like an artificial serene grace? Is that what that is? I don't even know what the fuck water and fire pledge do, y'all. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I don't know what the fuck that is. Is that like serene grace with a combo form? Is that what that you get from that? I don't know. I'm just gonna go for break and swipe again, and then I'm gonna go right into Jirachi and start flinching everybody. I am at the point in this match, like, I can kind of do whatever the fuck I want, and I can still probably win. I'm not really too worried about losing this one, unless something crazy happens. This guy has, like, Terra Stellar or Terra Fairy Flutter Mane in the back, and starts, or like, with, like, specs or some shit. He makes a good play, predicts me to switch out, and actually goes for Torch Song, so that's a pretty good play, though. Does nothing because he's so underleveled. Did bring the Flutter Mane, though. Did bring the Flutter Mane. He needs Speed Booster, okay. That's actually kind of scary, actually. I think I just go for Snarl here, actually. Just Snarl, and then I'm going to try to Iron Head. We'll see if he's EV trained. Just go for Moon Blast, it's fine. If I were him, I would have went for Shadow Ball and get the Jirachi off the field, but whatever. Catch an Iron Head to the face. No Terra either. Not one Terra. I don't think that crit mattered. I think he was dead no matter what there. I just expect to surrender here. I don't think he stays in this game. Snarl, Iron Head again. It's kind of one of the things you have to be careful for if you guys are using this team, though, because even though you are Scarfed, you do get outsped by Speed Boost or Flutter Mane. So a lot of the Paradox Mons, if they're above base 100 and they are Speed Booster, you get outsped by them. So keep that in mind as well if you guys are using this team with the Jirachi. Flutter Mane's one of the more common ones. Same with like Chen Pao, I guess Chen Pao is not Scarf. Well, if it is Scarf, you'll get outsped, but usually they're Sash, and they usually one-shot you back a lot of the time if you don't have a screen, so keep that in mind as well. Same with a lot of other Paradox Mons, if they're Speed Booster, they outspeed you if they're above base 100. I'll probably just throw another, this will just probably be a bonus, I don't know, this is kind of more of a meme match, because my opponent just brought, I don't know if that was an in-game team, or if that was just to test something, I don't know. Half their team was all under-leveled, but whatever, I'll throw this in as a bonus. We'll see you guys in another game. Alright, well, here's another game. My opponent is actually actually has a really sweaty Regulation H team here, y'all. So with some really cool stuff. Gengar, Umbreon, Porygon Z, Ceruledge, Electivire. I haven't seen Electivire in forever. And then Brute Bonnet. This is a really good game for the Jirachi again, too. Jirachi looks really good here, apart from having to go against the Ghost type stuff. I guess Gengar, but like I have Zen Headbutt for Gengar, so I'm not really too worried about it. I just have to kind of be careful because if I lock myself into Zen Headbutt, then he has a Dark type, which kind of sucks, but you're two Dark types. I think Jirachi looks decent here, though. I think what I'm going to try to play for this game is just try to do as much damage as possible with the Terapagos early on, and then bring the Jirachi in late in the game to kind of clean up. I think that's what I'm going to go with this game, so I'm going to lead Terapagos here. Looks pretty good. I think screens here look really nice too, but I really kind of want to just bring the Tornadoes. That way I can taunt, go for some taunt stuff. I don't know if, I guess he's Dark type Brute Bonnet, so I guess that won't really do much, but yeah. I think I'll just go screens here. I'll bring the Jirachi in the back, and I'll bring the Gouging Fire here. It looks pretty nice. I mean, I'm Terra Grass on the Gouging Fire, so I think as long as we can just kill the rest of his team and play around the Brute Bonnet, I'm not really too worried about it. If you guys like the videos, leave a like, subscribe, share the video, really helps out the channel. Okay, just leaves Brute Bonnet too, that's weird. I guess he was predicting me to lead Tornadus, so I'm glad I never did. This is another one of the mons that's named Sparkles. So this guy is using a bunch of shit from Wonder Trade that is hacked shit by scammer websites and robots. Sparkles is the Berry Chan one, which we found out like one of our past sessions this week. We went against a bunch of the Sparkles people. One of the ones that had a Sparkles nickname. We found out who that was. It's a bunch of Berry Chan scammer robots from Surprise Trade. And same with the Pokemon GG scammer website garbage. It's spammed and thrown up to Wonder Trade to advertise. So I don't even know if this guy's team is legit or if it's just a bunch of shit on a team that's just on a team just for because he got it off Wonder Trade. I don't know. I'm gonna Meteor Beam here though. Yeah, I'm gonna Meteor Beam. I'm just gonna go for the Reflect here, turn 1. I don't know if he wants to put me to sleep. Like that's fine. I don't even know if he has competitive movesets on these mons, but. Electro Ball, okay. Okay. Special Electivire, I didn't expect that one. That makes me think these mons have random movesets and he just got them off of Wonder Trade and plopped them all onto a team. Crunch. Okay. He ain't proving me wrong because if he didn't have a... Unless he doesn't have Spore, but if he had Spore, you would have went for it there. I don't know why you wouldn't go for Spore. I am just going to Terra here and just start shitting damage. I just need to get his team weak enough to where the Jirachi can come in. And that's if he kills the Terapagos here. Once I get double screens up, it's going to be really difficult for him too. Time to start shitting damage. I 100% think that these mons on this enemy team, he just literally got these from Surprise Trade, and then he just flopped him onto a team because they're shiny and he thought they were cool. How low down do you gotta be to go on the fucking casual ladder with scammer websites and to advertise the scammers' websites? Unless he's being paid, here's another one. Unless he's being paid by them to go advertise on the casual ladder, you would not catch me fucking dead with a fucking scammer website advertisement Pokemon. I release that fucker right when I get it off Wonder Trade. I take the item away and I either send it back to Wonder Trade or I release them fuckers. I do not do free advertising. Apparently this guy might do free advertising unless he's getting secretly paid under the table by scam hacker gen websites that scam little kids. Even then, do you really want to be taking money from them people when you knowing they're probably getting that money from little kids? I don't know. They're probably mommy's credit cards getting used to buy hacked Pokemon. That's probably what it is. He's not even motor drive either. He's not even motor drive. And I don't know if that absorbs the electric type moves though, actually. He maybe will be. I forgot if it absorbs electric type moves or if it's just if he's hit by an electric move. I think it's if he's hit by one. I don't think it works the same way as Lightning Rod, actually. It's been forever since I've seen motor drive. I forgot exactly how it works. I get a crit on the Ceruledge. I don't think that mattered. You're dead. This is why you don't take these mons from Wonder Trade, y'all, and you don't plop them onto a team and then go on the casual ladder looking for wins. Here's another one. His entire team is just advertised scam websites. Hopefully they're paying you good, bro, with a little Timmy's mommy's credit card money. Hopefully that's what they're getting from you. I don't even think this thing is Sash, but I was hoping to have the Jirachi hop onto the field and at least do something, but it's looking like one of those games where the Jirachi is going to play bench warmer again because this guy's just using garbage. Terra, Poison, Gengar. Yeah, that's from Wonder Trade for sure. Oh, he outspeeds me, actually. See how much damage this does. Oh, it actually kills me. That's surprising, but I think unless you're Sash, you're still dead. So he got one kill at least. I'll give him credit, he got one kill. He's probably Shell Bell or like Ability Patch or some other random item that they usually put on him. Either it's usually Ability Patch or like an EXP candy sometimes. Usually it's Shell Bell. They'll put a Shell Bell on the mon for some reason. Bunch of random items that they just send up to Wonder Trade to advertise, and people just take the items off and just either send them back or release them. That's what I do. I don't know. I thought that guy, this Japanese sweaty looking guy, like he had an actual like legit Regulation H team, but it turned out just to be a walking advertisement team with a bunch of memes and a bunch of garbage. So I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here with the team. We're here with a legit team now, y'all. No more Regulation H teams, no more bullshit. Calyrex Ice, Blood Moon, Ursaluna, Fluttermane, Urshifu, Ogerpon Rock, and Dragonite. So it's actually a pretty good game for Gouging Fire. Gouging Fire looks really nice here. I also like Taunt here, that way he can't set up Trick Room because his team is a Trick Room team, but if he can't set it up, I think I can taunt him here. I think I like Tornadus. Tornadus looks pretty good here, that way just mainly so I can either taunt the Calyrex or the, if he has, I guess Fluttermane also gets Trick Room, but kind of uncommon that it usually runs that. What else do I want here? I guess Jirachi ain't too bad this game. It resists the normal type moves if he's Terra Normal Dragonite. Jirachi ain't too bad here, actually. I just gotta kind of have to be careful for the ground type moves on a few of his mons, but otherwise it ain't too bad here. I think I'll bring the Tropicos again. I do like screens here too, but I don't know if it's worth bringing screens. I don't think it's worth. See if I regret it or not, I don't know. We'll see if I regret bringing screens. Hopefully I can play around not having screens. Yeah, this is not what I wanted to see. Ogerpon Rock is not what I wanted. I think the only main thing here is I can outspeed him and I can go for breaking swipe and start lowering his attack. I think that's the main thing I got going for me here. I can go for a burning bulwark, but if he goes for me after with the Shifu when he hits me with that, he'll just go through my protect and I'll just take a bunch of free damage. So I think I start breaking swiping here. I could tailwind, but I think I just bleak wind storm here. We'll see if he's scarfed or Shifu. He could be scarfed too. Just looking at his team. Okay, he's not scarfed. That does literally nothing. Get rid of the Urshifu turn 1, that's huge. Huge KO though. Huge threat off the field. Do I even live this at -1? I don't. I don't even live. So I lose my taunt mon on turn 1 too, so that's not even much better. I trade Urshifu for the mon that has taunt. So I think what I do now though is I just go right into the Jirachi here and I start clicking moves. If he goes Calyrex, then I start going for Iron Head. I have to look at his team though, because if I lock myself into Iron Head... Okay, he has Ursa Luna. Okay. I mean, both of the mons that I have on the field right now actually get both hit by ground type moves, so... Does he go for Spiky Shield here? He might. He might just Spiky Shield on me. I could U-turn out here too and actually just go right into Tropical if I really want to. I think I just breaking swipe again, and I'm going to try to U-turn out here and go into the Dropagos on this turn, I think. I mean, I could also go for Iron Head. It's super effective, but like, I think he's Spiky Shields here. I don't know, the question is, though, like, does he attack the Gouging Fire here, or does he attack the Jirachi? Fuck it, we're YOLO. We're gonna fucking YOLO. I'm going for the Iron Head. We're gonna fucking YOLO. We're flinch our way to victory. Okay, he's Terra Normal. He might just be going for like Blood Moon here, actually. Can I get a flinch? Oh, that does literally nothing. Oh, that does nothing. Knock off. Gets rid of my scarf. That's kind of bad. And I get the flinch. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. I'm just going to break and swipe again here. And then I'm just going to try to flinch him again. I'm already half dead. As long as I can get him to the point where I can at least kill 1 or 2 of these mons and have him pretty much dead. I get rid of the Ogre Pawn, that's great. But as long as I have it low enough to where the Tropicals can come in and just start clicking moves and cleaning up the game, I'm fine. Because his last mon's probably Calyrex, and if he get another flinch. This is what Jirachi's about, y'all. This is what it's about. It's another one of those mons, like, if you get really good luck, like, your opponents like to rage quit on you if you get so many flinches in a row. 60% chance to fucking, or actually 50% chance, so it's only 20. 50% chance to flinch off of Iron Head. It's crazy. I know somebody told me that for some reason that Serene Grace doesn't stack with King's Rock. I'm not sure if that's the case. I thought it did, but if you guys know, let me know in the comments down below. Because I was trying King's Rock, Serene Grace, Shaman Sky, actually. And I had somebody tell me that King's Rock doesn't stack with Serene Grace, so I don't know if that's the case, but... I thought it did, but I don't know if it didn't or not. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. I think I just start breaking swiping here. I just breaking swipe again, and I'll just Iron Head. Actually, I'm just going to go for the Flare Blitz. I'm going for the Flare Blitz here. Get this thing out of here. Iron Head, we're going to flinch the Calyrex now. As long as the Ursa Luna's gone, I don't have to worry about the ground type moves, so I don't really care. And he can't Terra anymore here either. Lands a Glacial Lance, so we don't get the 50-50 flinch there, but that's fine. Now I can just start going for breaking swipe again. Just lowering his stats. He's leftovers. He's not clear amulet, so start lowering his stats. I think one of the main problems with Jirachi is like, this is max Jirachi. I'm max speed, max attack Jolly, and like even with a super effective Iron Head, I'm not really doing much damage to Calyrex, which is kind of pathetic. So I think one of the really downsides to the Jirachi is if you want to really kill a lot of this shit, you got to get some really good flinch luck. Because it doesn't really do that much damage to Calyrex for being super effective. Get the flinch there, though. I think my opponent just either rage quits or surrenders now. There's no way to win. I got Chirapagos at full health in the back. Like, I don't know how he wins here. Yeah, he surrenders. I think that's one of the main sides to downsides to Jirachi. Like, it's compared to a lot of the other stuff in this format, like, it's just not really that strong. You really rely on a lot of the flinches, even for a lot of really super effective moves. You gotta at least get 1 or 2 flinches to get KOs a lot of the time. Could be a bit of a downside, but if you have good luck and you get some clutch flinches, it ain't really that bad, I guess. Because we got like 3 or 4 flinches there in a row, so not bad. Played really good. I played really good there. I'll see you guys in another game. Alright, we're here in another game. I don't know what it really is. Like, are people just confused about the Regulation J rules? Or do they just want to use like 3 restricteds on a team? I don't know. My opponent has the Diancie, the Migerna, and Lunala. If you want to play officially, like when it does drop in game, you can't have all those. This guy is breaking the rules, but I don't know if he's confused by the rules or just wants to use whatever he wants, I guess. Annihilate, Indeedee, and then Ursaluna here, so. I think right now, I guess if he has terrain, that could be a bit of an issue. It kind of comes down to what he really brings this game, actually. I really like Taunt on this game, too, but, like, I'm forced to bring the Rillaboom. What do I want to do here? I think I set up screens. I lead double support here. I gotta try to go off the back of, like, the Chirapagos to maybe win this game. I don't know. I don't want screens here too, but I think I'm just gonna lead Tornadus. I'll lead the I'm running out of time. I'm running out of time. This is a match where I guess I could have brought the draw. I could have brought pretty much anything here too. It just comes down to what he really brings. It's gonna be like a 50-50. Like the Jirachi would have been great here too, but I'm just scared of what he brings. Use this. He wants to try to get the double boost turn 1. I can tell you right now, what I'm going to do right here is I'm taunting the Migerna. I'm preventing that shit from setting up right away. He's probably Scarfed, but if he's Scarfed, I outspeed him, so. I actually have 2 plays here, actually. What I could do is I could just try to go for, I guess I can go for Tailwind here too, but it comes down to what he goes for Final Gambit onto. I could go for Tailwind and just try to kill the edgy A-Pomp right away, and then do damage to Migerna to put in range for hopefully Flare Blitz one-shots him. Or I can make the safe play and taunt him, just in case Flare Blitz doesn't one-shot him, which I'm going to probably do instead. I do not want Trick Room being set up. Even if it gets the +2 boost, I don't have to worry about this shit. This usually one-shots most Migernas. Okay? I get a low roll there. Final Gambit, that's fine. Kinda sucks that I lose the Iron, or the Gouging Fire because it's really good into his team, but if he goes for a Trick Room here and I taunt him and shut it down right away, I'm in a good spot anyways. Because I go right into Dropagos and just start doing damage. Okay, so he Volt switches out. Okay. I thought he would set up Trick Room. I genuinely thought he would set up Trick Room. I guess what I should have did is I just went for the Bleak Wind Storm. Wow. Okay. It was Dopey. Who's Dopey? Dopey the Ursaluna. I mean, I guess that's so he gets his Guts boost. I guess. I don't know. I think it's Lunala is probably his last mon. I think that's what it is. Like, I got grassy terrain here, so he can't freely Earthquake me, so. Rillaboom's great into this, too, and he does not have any Trick Room up, either. Okay, so he has Diancie instead. Okay. Okay. I really want to try to get a Meteor Beam off too, but I just don't see myself getting a Meteor Beam off here. I think what I kind of have to do is I just gotta hope that he protects the Ursaluna here and just tries to set up Trick Room, because Diancie does get Trick Room. It does. I can go for Meteor Beam here. I just gotta hope a Meteor Beam plus a Wood Hammer kills the Diancie. I think that's what I gotta go for, because if he gets Trick Room up, I just lose. So I gotta go for that here. Okay, there's the Protect. Perfect. Okay. Meteor Beam should do a decent amount. I don't think it's going to do that much, but it should put him in range to where hopefully he can't set up Trick Room. Okay, solid amount. I need this Rillaboom to come through right now. Throw a Monkey Wrench into his plans and foil the Trick Room is what it does. Perfect. My opponent's in a bad spot now, because he's on the field with a fucking Ursaluna in front of a Rillaboom, and I guess he still has a Terra. He can go Terra normal here if he really wants to. But like, I just start clicking moves, and he's gonna be taking a fuck ton of damage. And like, if he goes Terra here, he takes a bunch of damage from Starstorm. So my opponent's in a really bad spot now. It's kind of a prime example, like this game is just kind of a prime example of how to shut down the Migarna bullshit. Kind of just, you have to really play on kind of what they're trying to do and kind of how to shut it down. We kind of shut down really perfectly there. The Gouging, I keep saying Iron, it's Gouging Fire. The Gouging Fire one-shots most Migarnas, so keep that in mind if you guys are going against this fucking Migarna Trick Room bullshit too. With a speed boost, you outspeed Choice Scarf Annihilate, so you don't have to worry about it. And if they don't protect, you one-shot Migarna turn 1. So that's kind of one of the main ways to try to get around the Migarna Trick Room bullshit alongside the Annihilate. +2 for free shit. And then if they have the Calyrex in the back, you got Breaking Swipe and a bunch of other shit to force a Terra and so on and so forth if it's one of those type of teams. Fuck ton of damage, that's game. There's no way he wins. Outplayed and outsmarted. Absolutely fucking wrecked. Get it out of here. Get this Migarna bullshit the fuck out of here. I'm gonna be real with you guys though, I haven't ran into much Diancie. That's one of like the only very few Diancie teams I've ran into. I haven't seen much of it at all. Granted, this guy has like 3 restricted on his team instead of 2. He also has a Lunala that he never brung, but still. I haven't seen much Diancie. I mean, one of the main problems with it too is like it's 4 times weak to Steel, which is pretty common, so... Like, if you're going against like Zamazenta or Zacian, there's a few other things that run Steel type moves. You're forced to Terra versus a lot of that stuff, and if you don't have Trick Room, you're just so slow. It's kind of one of the problems with that I've been seeing, so... I don't know. I'll see you guys in one more game. Alright, here's another game. Opponent's running like a Regulation or G team, actually. So, got the Roaring Moon, Urshifu, Ogre Pond Fire, Lando Eye, Lunala, and Indeedee. So, what do I want to do here? This is actually a really good game for Gouging Fire. Looks really nice here. Gouging Fire looks really good here. I think I lead Gouging Fire. Looks really, really nice. Outspeed like his entire team, unless he's Booster, Roaring Moon, or anything like that, or Scarf. I like screens here too. I think I definitely want screens this game. I think I'm going to bring the Tropicals, and then I'm going to try to bring the Jirachi here. Jirachi is pretty good into his team. I just have to be really careful because if he has like... I don't know, the Lunala is kind of a threat to me too, but... It's mainly the Lunala and then like the Ogre Pond and Landorus. Everything else I'm not really too worried about because I can try to flinch a lot of the other stuff or try to do a bunch of damage to it, so... I'm going to try to bring it here. This is the last game I'll probably be doing with this team, so... I want to try to bring the Jirachi as much as I can. There's the Dawn and Incinere. What kind of nicknames is that? Okay, he actually just leads with the shit I don't want to go against either. I don't want to go against Lando. I mean, I guess what I could do here is I could just go for, like, Burning Bulwark, but I don't know if that really does much for me, if I'm being real. I think I'm better off just attacking here and going for Breaking Swipe to try to reduce damage. I could Thunder Wave the Ogre Pawn too, but I think I'm better off just trying to get her light screen up so I can start living hits from this thing. Just goes for Spiky Shield, whatever. Okay, double protect, so I get a free light screen up. Thanks, bud. I'm not gonna complain, I'll take a little bit of Spiky Shield damage. I think let's go for Break Swipe again. Let's go for it again, and then I'm gonna go for Reflect here, I think. Do I really need to Reflect? I guess I do. I think as long as I get the Landorus into range where, like, I think the Terapagos can come in and go for Meteor Beam, I can do some decent damage and start steamrolling the game. Okay, I'm glad I went for Reflect. If I never would have went for that, I would have took more damage. Sandseer Storm does so much damage still, though. That's even behind a screen, it does that much. That's crazy how much that does. I think I just go for Flare Blitz here and try to get rid of it now, because I don't want to deal with it anymore. I kind of want to Thunder Wave this thing, so I'm going to try to Thunder Wave him. There's the Spiky Shield, whatever. Whatever. I'd rather not take damage anyways, I don't really care if he protects there. He actually lives a Flare Blitz from that range. I'm surprised by that, actually. I don't know, y'all. It's gonna be one of those matches where it's going to come down to what his last two mons are, man, as the Terapagos and the Jirachi have their work cut out from themselves right here. I mean, I got a double screen up, so that really helps me here, but not doing too good. Not looking too hot here. Like, I can't protect here either. I can't protect. Because I'm scarfed, so like he also outspeeds me, probably. I got a Meteor Beam here. I'm gonna Meteor Beam, and then I think I just go for... I don't know, looking at his team. I think I gotta lock myself into Iron Head, y'all. It's gonna suck if he has Urshifu in the back, and I could've just locked myself into Sand Headbutt, but I gotta go for the Iron Head. Okay, protects. I have a screen up, so I might be able to live an Ivy Cudgel. He's not max speed. If I can one-shot him here, that'd be perfect. He doesn't even... I guess I have higher speed than him. He's running a bulky Ogre Pawn. Huge KO. Perfect. I think he has Lunala. I think Lunala and probably, like... He does have Indeedee. I think what he wants to do here is he wants to try to go for follow me bullshit. I think that's what this is. But, like, I'm choice scarfed, so... I don't know here, actually. I think I gotta Terra just to get rid of the terrain. Because I don't want him setting up terrain on me again. It's gonna come down if I can, if behind a screen, if I can live a Sandseer Storm. I'm hoping I can, but I don't know if I will. I could Terra Water the Jirachi too, but like I think the main problem with this team too is if you don't Terra the Terapagos, like it just really lacks damage, and then like you don't get your spread move that you want. So you kind of just have to play around not having to Terra the Jirachi unless you absolutely need it to win a game. I thought he was going to go for a follow me. That's why I went after the Indeedee. I outspeed him! I outspeed the Landorus. He's not running max speed Landorus. What a plot twist that was. Get out of here. Get it out. Get it away. Now he can't reset his train either. So now whatever he has in the back, unless it's Scarfed or Shifu, okay, he has Lunala, so I just try to flinch this thing to death. I try to flinch the Lunala to death and just hope he doesn't have Wide Guard. That's what I gotta do here. We're looking good, y'all. We're in a really solid spot still. If I can make this a 2v1, we can still win. Comes down if he has Wide Guard still, though. And, like, what Terra he is. So if he's Terra Fairy, like, it's really difficult to go Terra Fairy here. Okay, we get a crit Iron Head. Can we get a flinch, please? Can I get a flinch off the Iron Head? Gotta worry about the helping hand bullshit anymore. Get that out of here. There it is. There's the flinch. Oh, I trained my Pokemon well. Right on cue. Thanks, Jirachi. I know I'm a good trainer. I've trained you well. Do it again. Get another flinch. He just surrenders. Oh, perfect. That's a great way to end. Great way to end this video. Couldn't have asked for a better last match. You see all the other rental teams I feature, a lot of the Pokemon don't like to obey me because they have shitty trainers. But at least with my teams, on cue, they get flinches even. That's how good of a trainer I am. A lot of these past teams I featured this week, they've like to miss moves and like get low rolls and all this other bullshit. If I was their trainer, I would fucking release them. This Jirachi isn't afraid of being released because it actually does its job, so. Has a great trainer too, I trained that thing well. Let's talk a little bit more about this team. Alright, if you guys want a really solid Jirachi team, I think this is overall probably one of the best teams you're probably going to get. I haven't seen anybody really building around Jirachi at all. I think I'm like the only person that actually has like an actual like really solid team around Jirachi. And it was kind of just mainly because I had Dusk Maiden and Crosman and it happened to fit onto this pretty much almost the exact same team really well because it shared the typing and it also shared like a bunch of the move pool and it's also a physical attacker and it like kind of lined up really well, so that's kind of why it worked out really good with this team. Not really like a team built from scratch, so if you guys are wanting a team built from scratch from me, like unfortunately I don't have one yet, but as for a team that has a mythical and that's updated for Regulation J, this is the team I got for you guys. It's not like it's a bad team. This was one of my best teams too for like Regulation I, and I got like all the way up to Master Ball tier with that team too, so I'm sure when this goes live in game, you could probably get to Master Ball with this team as well. I'm saying that as of right now though, but like right now we're like what 4 or 5 days, at least when we're recording this, into Regulation J after the rule set was announced, and it's not even in game on the ranked ladder yet, so there's plenty of time for stuff to change, whether this team is still as viable as it is right now. Once the ladder goes live in game, I don't know. I'll let you guys know and I'll keep this rental code up for as long as I can, so that when ranked does drop in game here in the start of September, you guys can come back to this or just keep the rental code. You guys can use this team on the ladder if you guys like Jirachi. I think one of the main things too that Jirachi kind of has, like nobody's using this thing, so like a lot of people don't know what it really does. There's a lot of different ways you could run this thing. There's cosmic power sets, you can run a special set too. It also gets Meteor Mash with like a 30% chance to raise attack, which is kind of cool too, as like an alternative to Iron Head. That's something you really want to run. There's a lot of different ways to run this thing. A lot of people don't know what set you really are, and a lot of people don't really know what Jirachi really does, at least as of right now, because nobody's really using it at all. And I don't expect it to really have that high of usage anyways compared to a lot of the other Pokemon being used. For obvious reasons, I don't think it's really on the level of something like a Arceus or a Megarna or one or two others. But I do think it has a place if you can build a really good team around it, which I think this team's overall really solid and supports it very well. You can do good, so you won't be seeing it very much, and a lot of people don't really know what it does, so you can maybe have the surprise factor and kind of catch people off guard with it. But I think it's one of the main things it has, at least as of right now too, so. But if you guys want to use the team, like I said, paste for this team down below if you guys want to use it on Showdown or anything else. And then rental in the corner if you guys want to use the team in game, whether you guys want to make videos with the team, if you guys are another content creator, if you guys want to have a great team for when rank drops in game, or just want to use the team with Jirachi because nobody's building around Jirachi. There you go. Feel free to use my team. Let me know how you guys do in the comments down below. And if you guys have any improvements for this team or any feedback, I'd love to hear you guys' feedback. As of right now, I do want to build a team around Shaman Sky. I have a team on Showdown that I'm doing really well with, that I want to bring in-game with Shaman Sky, but I cannot find a Shaman Sky or Shaman in-game at all. I can't find one. I've been trying to search for a Shaman and a few other mythicals and legendaries for a certain few teams. That way, if I want to bring them in-game, I have the option to. And I've just been like failing, just trying to find people to trade me the legendaries that I want. So people want like an arm and a leg for them, and if you don't have like certain shit they want, they don't trade them. Even though they're really easy to get in Pokemon Go, a lot of people probably have them in Pokemon Go and they just easily transfer them over. So, but if I can get a Shaman, I will probably have one more team for you guys, probably either later this month or at the start of September, I'm guessing. I'll probably release sometime between now and then for you guys around Shaman Sky. If not, if I can't, I'll probably just feature a team with Shaman Sky if I can find one, along with a lot of the other restricteds. So, bunch more stuff on the way you guys don't want to miss. Leave a like, subscribe, share the video. Really helps out the channel. Allows me to keep on bringing teams and making teams and motivating me to make teams for you guys, especially if these videos do good. And you guys are enjoying the stuff. So, apart from that, I'm going to get out of here. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching.